Alrighty. Howdy Neighbors, welcome back to Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc. Last time, Makoto almost got executed, and then didn't work because of alter ego. So, we are currently in a dumpster. With a rocket and a tank. I'm not thinking too much about what I'm seeing down here. This is the desk. Oh, the one that fell down here with me. And an airplane. Looks something like that went up the school's garbage pit. I don't know, Monica was a weird guy. Locked. How many times I push or pull or kicked at it, didn't budge. Getting out of here isn't gonna be that easy. I hope I'm not getting out of here anytime soon. I had to look around for some food. There's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. That was pointless too. Next is for some water. I gotta be sure which liquids I could drink. Which ones are an all-around bad idea. Again, pointless. I feel like I'm blocked in on all sides. But that's still not enough reason to give up because I'm so wrong. Because I'm alive, I'll never give up. Reading the part declaration, the next thing I decided to do was go to bed. Yeah. Sleep was deep and uninterrupted. The only way to preserve a little strength I had left, after not being able to eat or drink. Be sure. But I think at least a full day had to have passed. All I did was sleep and sleep. It was like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, from this guy wasn't a sign. Not exactly. What the? New sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake. As I watched the pile of garbage jostling and form an odd shape. I didn't fall down here. I didn't fall from the flood. It may have been. A giant piece of trash just fall down here. Quickly pushed my hand toward whatever it was that just tumbled down here with me.
Just a second.
A giant piece of trash. Rude. As she emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was.
It smells awful.
Kyoko.
Indeed.
You look like you're doing better than I expected. What are you doing here?
So...
And obvious. I'm here to help you. Glad to hear that, Kyoko. You have a bit of garbage in your hair. You had a quick, sharp shake to get rid of the trash, then face me again.
Hey.
First, I've got you something. Go ahead and eat it. Talk once you're finished. Thank you. There's the bread and water that she was holding out for me. In seconds, it was in my mouth, making its way to my stomach. I really hit the spot. I've got all the energy I need to keep going. You still haven't given up, then? Of course not. After all, the fact that I can keep going forward is about all I'm good at. Well, that's not such a bad thing to be good at. But Kyoko, why'd you come rescue me?
So...
Pay a debt. No, to atone. Atone?
You...
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. So you knew I knew.
Indeed.
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you. I abandoned you. Don't say that, you didn't abandon me. No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me. I could have made myself do the same for you.
However...
But listen. Not that I'm trying to make excuses, but... there was a reason I had to survive no matter the cost. Why did you have to survive?
It's true.
I'll tell you everything. The reason I had to survive.
In other words...
is so that I could do what I came to the school to do. I made up my mind to come to Hope's Peak for a very important reason. You have some reason for coming to Hope's Peak?
Indeed.
That's right. At least I did once. Until recently, I've forgotten what it was. You forgot, but that's... I have no memory of what my purpose was. No memory, that's impossible. Amnesia? Then, is it really true you lost your memory?
Makoto.
Do you remember, Makoto? Remember the first thing that happened to each of us when we arrived at the school? First thing? That's when we fainted, right? I fainted, and when I woke up, I was trapped here.
That's right.
I fainted too. When I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself. A disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that point, I'd forgotten. I can't remember why I'd come to this school. And I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey.
Strange, isn't it? Can't imagine it happening by chance. It seems much too convenient. You're saying you think you lost your memory because...
Indeed.
I don't think. I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory. Why would they want to do that? The only one reason I can come up with is my purpose and my ability. Somehow, they would interfere with the mastermind's plans. The mastermind just stole them from me.
However...
And that could also mean how my memories may be connected with the administrator of the school and the mastermind. So why I have to get them back? That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time. But if what you said is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
Why is that?
I did that. When we all worked together as one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always the chance that the mastermind is actually one of us. What?
Correct.
Don't make too big a deal of it. It's just a possibility. It is a possibility. We can't ignore it, right? Mastermind, one of us. I'm betting money on Junko. She believed that. And of course she wouldn't trust anyone around her. I guess it all makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself.
However...
That being said, there's a limit of what I could do by myself. That's why I asked you for your help. Why me? Because among everyone, you're the least likely to be the mastermind. That was just intuition, but... I see. Intuition was right, though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the mastermind. I don't know about that one.
I understand. I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
That's the dream I had before, but... Why did that just happen?
Listen.
Are you okay? Oh, yeah, this is nothing. It is nothing, right?
Hey.
Even now, I still trust you, you know. It's just... I'm not used to relying on others.
Correct.
I know I never asked you for help the right way. So I understand if you're not convinced. Honestly, I was convinced. I think it's just her personality. You had a reason for doing all the investigating on your own. How'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
So...
I think there's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I'm finally able to recall my purpose and my ability. Mention your ability.
My
ability. What everyone should have known me for. It started as a joke, and it became a reality. What up, Ultimate Good? The Ultimate Detective. Ultimate Detective.
Correct.
The reason I came to Host Academy was someone I had to find here in school. Had to find someone who.
So...
Well, it was the headmaster of Host Peak Academy. The headmaster? I just want to find the headmaster. Because he is my father. I have, I think, some really bad news for you, Kyoko. I think you're gonna find something very unfortunate. What?
In other words,
I separated from him as a child. It turns out he became headmaster of Hope's Peak. Hope was dead. Hope's Peak's headmaster? And that explains. When Alter Ego told us that he thought the headmaster was involved. I'll find a way. No matter what it takes, I will find the headmaster.
No matter what?
No matter the cost.
So,
Yoko? What's going on?
I
My memory hadn't come back at that point. But when he said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now, of course. My whole purpose for coming here was to find him. Makes sense.
However,
Listen, Makoto. I want to make this perfectly clear. There's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind. But I didn't say that to protect him. I said what I felt based on what I'd seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room. So what'd you see in there?
so
The room had been ransacked. Shelves were a mess. The desk drawers dumped on the floor. The conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there. You mean the mastermind, right?
it's true.
That's my assumption, yes. To confirm my suspicion, I had to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I found. But why there? They also found this in the headmaster's room. Some kind of map?
Indeed.
Layout of the entirety of Host Week Academy. From the headmaster's room, on Muguru's profile in that key. I showed the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. So the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time. The headmaster would have some kind of private room there. I assumed that if that were true, there would most likely be more clues. So I went to check.
Correct.
That's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room. And so you went there to see if the headmaster really did have some private room there.
However,
I got there. I noticed the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors. Was it like that part of the school, I mean? What to describe? All I can say is... The moment I saw it, I realized... whatever's going on in this school is more horrific than we ever imagined. What does that mean?
so
I can't explain it to you. You need to see it for yourself. Maybe you'll get your chance soon enough. Sounds like it must be important. Really ominous. Are we done here?
however,
Well, I had no idea what was going on with the building. It has to do with Mukuro Ikusawa,
However,
doesn't it? To be perfectly clear, I did not kill her. I believe it. And I know it wasn't you, either. She was already dead. I know you're right. That just means someone but me and you has an alibi. Then who did kill her?
anyway,
The picture is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, one of class child Mukuro Ikusawa was to get me killed. Get you killed.
indeed.
I stole that key and disappeared. In retaliation, they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me.
Correct.
That was the point of the class trial. It was. The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly. I mean, because of school regulations?
That's right.
Exactly. With minimal restrictions, free to explore Hope Speak Academy at your discretion.
In other words,
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules. And with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they had to use a class trial to do it. Last time I couldn't step in because of the rules. That makes it sound like that's when themselves somehow bound by the school regulations.
hey,
There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukuro Ikusawa. That was the point where Mukuro may not have become the victim. Could have been you, Makoto. Could have become the victim?
Indeed.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Do you mean during that night? I can hear them, you know. The footsteps, the god of death. What? I can hear the god of death as he moves. That ability naturally draws me into cases. Like this.
Anyway,
Exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms. I had a sudden sense of dread. Led down a stairwell. Saw a white shadow across the corridor. I gave chase right away. Followed it as saw the shadow go into your room.
correct.
I ran into your room and saw what was happening. Intervened immediately, of course.
However,
That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to you. Whoever the master sailor was, they ended up dead.
correct.
And the murderer was disguised. The dojo key wound up in my room. I had to be the book mastermind, and it didn't use the class trial to eliminate me. So, all this would mean that whoever killed Mukuro was also the mastermind, right?
Indeed.
I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. That's really bad if true. It means that the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like. Wait, didn't I create another contradiction? That's why I wanted to use the class trial to try and kill you because they couldn't interfere, right?
Correct.
You're right. That is a contradiction. And it's not just Mukuro. Getting a class trial to kill me. They seem ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. So, what does it all mean?
In other words,
Is the mastermind was the one who's been cornered.
Makoto.
Just a little more. And I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair. The other ultimate despair. I thought that Mukuro was the ultimate despair. And now she's dead. But I don't think that the ultimate despair is just one person. It's not.
Indeed.
If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused the event.
That's right.
Half a day ago, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Tragedy. Whoever's responsible for that? They are the ultimate
It
despair.
would seem
Inexplicable. And the only purpose and motivation that comes from despair. And
indeed.
make no mistake. They are the root of all the evil that's forced us to go through this. That is the ultimate despair. And that is our real enemy. Chapter 5. 100-mile dash painted with junk food junkie. The end. Nothing changed. To be continued. You received the Dream Island rocket present. Thank you. I would like to save. Thank you. The ultimate despair. People who caused the tragedy 1 year ago. Then people put together a killing game. Began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed. Right now.
Anyway,
Right now we have to get out of this horrible place. We're at the rest of the story doesn't matter. Yeah, you're right. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here. Which I know the cliffhanger sucks. I just have a feeling. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I will see you later.